Okay, today we're going to talk about combining like terms, but just a reminder from our definitions, what are like terms? And if you recall, like terms have the same variable and the same exponent. So, for example, if I have 3x and I have 2x, those would be like terms. The variable in each of these is x, and the exponent is understood to be 1 when there's no exponent. So those would be like terms. If I were to have 3x and 2x squared, those are not like terms because your exponents are not the same. So like terms have the same variable and same exponent. If you will take your foldable and fold like this, like window shutters, we're going to leave that middle part open. Okay, let's take a look at our terms. We have this expression. Notice it's the same expression all the way across. And you can do one of two things. You can either keep your negative sign, your minus sign with the number, or you can start it off by slash slash. I think it's probably easier to go ahead and slash slash all of your subtraction in the very beginning. Okay, so in this expression we have 5 terms. The terms are x, -4, 2y, 3, and not 5y, but -5y. Don't forget the negative sign. Okay, our constants here are our numbers that have no exponent. So remember, we've got to slash slash, so that's not 4, but -4 and 3 would be our constants in this expression. Coefficients, if you will remember, coefficients are the numbers that are in front of the variable, meaning we subtract. So 2 would be a coefficient in front of the y, not 5, but -5 would be a coefficient in front of the y. And do you see the third coefficient? Remember, if we have a variable without a number in front of it, it's understood to be 1. So 1 would also be our coefficient. Now, let's look at our like terms. And again, I'm going to go ahead and do my slash slash everywhere I see subtraction. 2y and -5y are like terms. Don't forget the negative sign. We have x is all by itself. There is no like term to go with it. But then we have -4 and 3. Notice they have no variable, and so they would be like terms. Okay? All right, before we get ready to combine like terms, let's look at the steps. So here at the bottom, and I am going to make a note down here, subtraction slash slash, or keep change change. I suggest that you go ahead and take care of that first. So I'm going to add that in. Some people prefer to take care of it at the end, but it's very easy to forget the minus signs during the process. I think it's good to go ahead and just take care of it at the beginning. So our steps for combining like terms. First of all, if you can use the distributive property, go ahead and distribute first. Then you want to combine like terms using different shapes, and I am going to explain about the different shapes. Be sure to include the sign in front of the term. And then finally you simplify. You either add or subtract. The coefficients of the like terms only. And then it's a good habit to get into, place simplified like terms in alphabetical order. Okay, so let's follow these 5 steps, or 4 steps, 5 steps, and take a look at the example here. First thing, I'm going to go ahead and hit and do my // First step, or next step, is to do your distributive property. Don't forget to distribute the 4 to everything in the parentheses. So we have 4x plus 4 times 2y is 8y, and then plus 5y plus negative 3. The next step is to identify our like terms. We have the 4x, which is by itself. We have no other terms for the 4x. I'm going to give my x's a circle, okay? Next we have our 8y and 5y, and I'm going to draw a box around those like terms. And then finally we have plus negative 3. Now when we combine our like terms, I combine all my circles. I only have the 4x. I combine my y's. I have 8y plus 5y, which gives us 13y, and then plus my negative 3. The last step is to make sure it's in ABC order of the variable, and this one happens to be. So 4x plus 13y plus negative 3. Okay, let's look at another example. Let's skip over to this third example. Give us plenty of room to write. First thing, I'm going to take care of my subtraction. Everywhere I see a subtraction sign, I'm going to // All right, step 1 says to distribute if needed, and I do have distributive property in this problem. So 2 times 4b gives me 8b plus 2 times negative 5 gives me negative 10, and I'm going to bring everything else down. My next step says to combine like terms, or well, here, let's follow our chart. It says to identify the like terms. So I have 8b and 3b, and I'm going to go ahead and just draw a circle around those. And I'm writing my b's next to one another. Then I have my plus negative 10, which is my constant. And then finally I'll draw a box around my a's. I have plus negative 5a. Now I can combine my like terms. I have them next to each other. 8b plus 3b is 11b plus negative 10 plus negative 5a. Nothing else left to combine. And the last step says place your like terms in alphabetical order. So I'm going to start with the negative 5a, and then plus my 11b plus negative 10. And I have simplified the expression that we originally started with. Okay, let's look at some examples. Here we have 6t minus 4t. We already have like terms, so when I subtract those, I get 2t. Notice also that I put a little curve on my lowercase t on the end, just so I don't get it confused with subtraction. Here in this next example, we need to distribute first. 5 times 2y is 10y plus 5 times 3 is 15 plus 3y. Let me do a better job of that. Plus 3y, and then we can combine our y's. So the simplified form of that would be 10y plus 3y, I'm kind of running out of space, 13y plus 15 would be that example simplified. Let's go all the way down to example 5. I'm going to go through, do my // and I'm going to distribute 3 times a, 3a plus 3 times 5 is 15 plus 11b plus negative 4a. Now, let's go through here and identify our like terms. I'm going to circle my a's. I've got 3a and negative 4a. 15 stands alone. It's in a box. And then 11b, I'll put a triangle around it. So the only things that I can combine are 3a, and I'm kind of running out of room here. 3a plus negative 4a, I can combine those. And then plus 15 plus 11b. Careful here, 3a plus negative 4a, that would leave me with negative 1a, or just negative a, plus 15 plus 11b. And don't forget, we want these in alphabetical order, so that would be negative a plus 11b, and then we will leave our constant, the 15, at the end. So there is example 5. Okay, here is, if you will look on the back of your foldable, here is, this is going to make a really cute picture. It's an animal. I'm not going to tell you what it is, but if you combine these correctly, and I want to encourage you to use pencil, definitely need to use pencil as you do this. If you will go down your paper and number, like I did, problems 1 through 15, on the next page in your interactive notebook, I want you to write these problems and show the steps. So we'll do number 1 together, which is 3 plus y minus 1 plus 3y. So when we start with this, we're going to circle our like terms. So 3 and, oops, I forgot to slash, there we go. 3 and negative 1 are like terms. And then I'm going to draw a box around my y's. I have 1y here, 3y here, plus 1y plus 3y. So now I've written my like terms together in order. So 3 plus negative 1 is 2. Y plus 3y, or remember that's the same thing as 1y, plus 3y is 4y. Don't forget your operation. And then we like to see it in order with your variable first and ending with your constant. So this would be 4y plus 2. And everywhere you see that on your paper, you are going to color it in. Let's see, right here, that's close, that's negative 4y. Here we go, is 4y plus 2. You're going to color it like this in that picture. And everywhere you see 4y plus 2, and it may very well be on there more than once. So this, what I've written on here, is the work that I need to see for all of 1 through 15. You guys are doing awesome, and you are awesome. So good luck as you continue to work these out.